like to deprive ourselves. We deprive ourselves of all different things, whether it's food, love, money in some cases, success. We deprive ourselves of success, recognition, abundance. We deprive ourselves of so many things in life, and the real question is why? Why do we deprive ourselves? And you might say, well, I'm not depriving myself. I'm happy, I'm cool, I have what I need, I have stability in my life. But truly think, is there something in your life or somewhere, some form, instance, where you are depriving yourself of something? Are you depriving yourself from connection to somebody else? Are you depriving yourself from chocolate cake because you're on a diet? See, deprivation is, it has such a negative tone to it. If you think of the word, just say it out loud to yourself, deprive. And pay attention to what that stirs up for you. What kind of feelings does it stir up for you? Deprive, right? Deprivation versus something like a word like fulfillment, wholeness, completeness. See, they have different effects on our bodies. And there's good reason for that, because what deprivation is, it's basically it's denying yourself or a lacking of a basic necessity in your life. And you might say, well, I'm on a diet, so I can't eat chocolate cake, or I can't have a cookie, or I have to deprive myself of, passion and purpose because I have to take care of my elderly mother, or I have to deprive myself of happiness because I need to make a living right now. I need money, man. And what I want to say to that is, why to do all those things? It's fine. You need to make a living. You need to take care of other people. But why do you need to deprive yourself? Where does that match up? This idea that in order to get somewhere else, or in order to bring something into my life, I need to deprive myself of something somewhere else, right? It's like, in order to lose weight, I need to deprive myself because I need to be under my calories. In order to be happy, in order to be abundant, I need to deprive myself of enjoyment, maybe, right? Like, in order to make lots of money, I have to settle for a job that pays a lot of money, but in the same token, I'm not happy. Why can't we just have everything? If you had unlimited potential, if you had nothing standing in your way, no self-doubt, nothing, what would you do? Who would you be? Where would you go? What kinds of things would you see? What would be like the ultimate potential for your life? So why are we in this mentality where we can't have it all? We can't have it all. It's selfish to have it all. It's selfish to have the money, the good looks, the happiness, the purpose, the passion. We feel like we always have to struggle to get some of that stuff, right? I can't be rich without struggling and without working 80 hours a week at a job that I hate. Because who can have it all? Unless you're lucky and you're a celebrity, yeah, and then those people have it all. Those people don't have it all. Those people don't have it all. There are plenty of people out there who clean toilets who are very, very happy. There really are. As absurd as that sounds to people, to you, you'd be like, well, I'm cleaning toilets. I can never be happy cleaning toilets. No, there are some people who are out there that put on their music and they groove to the music, and they are perfectly happy in their life because they don't place all their focus on cleaning toilets. It's a job to them, and they make the most of every situation. So they make the most of everything in life, and they know how to live in a content way where they're not attached to certain things like status, or they're not attached to certain people, or they're not looking for the outside validation. They're not telling themselves that I need to sit behind a desk and order people to clean my toilets, right? They're perfectly content where they are. So they're in a different mind frame, different shift, okay? And maybe it stems from growing up and you had a family who was not wealthy, and your mindset was always like, okay, we have a job, we have to work, and that's it. Whereas other families, you grow up and it's all about the status, right? It's all about, I need you to become a doctor. I need you to become, a nurse, or somebody or a psychiatrist, or somebody who's very well-to-do, or somebody who's making a lot of money, a lot of status focus. So it really, really does stem from our upbringing. So think about in your life, what was your upbringing as a child? What was your family focused on? Were they focused on being happy and just, doing a job and going about your life? Or were they more focused on status and impressing other people? Were they focused on just emotional support? So all these can play a big role in how you go about your life later on. When I was a kid, when I was like 5, I wanted to be a teacher because my mother was a teacher. When I was like a young teenager, I wanted to be a professional hockey player because I loved hockey. When I was, 7, I wanted to be a toll booth worker because I liked playing toll booth in the hotel room when my parents and I went on vacation. And then in college, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to be. I studied communications. I studied PR. I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, okay, I need to pick something, right? I need to pick something. So I'm going to be a communications major. What would a communications major do? I have no freaking clue. No clue. And then I changed my major. I almost changed to health and exercise science, which part of me kind of wishes I still did, because I ended up later in life doing personal training, but realized that wasn't my calling either. So it's funny how things always work out. But I was a PR major in college, and I graduated public relations, and I worked at a PR agency for a good 6 months and decided that is not me. That is not me. And then I found a desk job. Okay. And I realized, okay, maybe this is my thing. I didn't think of it so much. I didn't think of it as a calling. I wasn't looking for purpose back then. I was not looking for purpose back then until years down the line, maybe like 7, 8 years into it, I decided, okay, I want to be an acupuncturist. So I went to acupuncture school, and that's what I do. And now I'm shifting gears even more so, where it's like, okay, now what? I don't know. But it's interesting because the past number of years, I have been more focused on trying to find purpose and passion in my life, and not status. It's not all about status. So, and I think a lot of it does stem from when we're young, and this constant need to feel accepted or included or do what everybody else is doing. Okay, it's like you go to school, you go to college, maybe you get a job, and you get married, you have babies, you have the white picket fence and all that kind of stuff. No, that's not how it works. That's how it works on paper. I guess that's how it works for some people. They get married, they have kids, and that is completely cool. That is fine. But it may not be what you want. It may not be what you want. So it's this notion that I need to deprive myself of purpose in order to fit in this thing on paper. Some people get married and they have kids just because it's what their family expects of them. Other people stick around in a job because they think is what is expected of them. They need to make a living, so they have to sacrifice their fulfillment, their happiness in life. Okay, it's this deprivation thing. The constant need for weight loss and trying to look good on paper, right? It's that constant need. Well, in order to get there, I need to deprive myself of something else. And I say no. You don't need to deprive yourself. You need to fill yourself up. See, depriving yourself is leaving this giant void within you. So it's about shifting the focus from depriving yourself and thinking that, you need to have a piece missing. Because what happens if you deprive yourself, then balancing forces in life are going to come and bite you in the ass. Okay? If you deprive yourself of enough calories, you're going to end up binge eating. If you deprive yourself of self-care, you're going to end up having a nervous breakdown or something. If you deprive yourself of happiness in life and true fulfillment in your life, then you're going to be left in a state of depression, of hopelessness. Okay? And I don't want that for you. I'm sure you don't want that for you. So it's shifting and realizing that it's not about depriving yourself of anything in life. It's about finding ways to have it all. You can have it all. The only reason why you say you can't have it all is because you've told yourself that. You've told yourself that. And what you tell yourself is usually based off of what other people tell you. Okay? What is on this piece of paper. So if your life doesn't follow this script on this piece of paper, if your life doesn't follow the script on this piece of paper, what do? Do you just say, hey, I give up. I give up on me because I'm abnormal, I don't fit the script of how I should be, and I'm a mess. I'm a mess, I'm clueless, I'm lost. See, we feel lost because we're always comparing ourselves to that piece of paper. And I say, tear up that piece of paper and find you. Find the real you, okay? Find the real you and where you feel most aligned in your life. If you're feeling deprived in any which way, then it's time to relook at things. It's time to reevaluate what you're doing in your life. Where are you prioritizing your time? Why do you feel the need to deprive yourself? Why? It's not like a hard rule. You don't need to deprive yourself. You need to fill yourself up. Fill yourself up. It's like driving a car with no gas. Where are you going to go? Where's that going to get you? Nowhere. But when you fuel it up, you fuel up the tank, then you have the energy and you have the power to plow through, to be productive, and to just go and succeed and not give up. So when you're depriving yourself and you are making excuses for yourself or you're blaming other people, that is an easy way to avoid failure. But see, if you're fueled up and you're doing things from your heart and you're being true to yourself and perfectly authentic, then yeah, you might hit obstacles, but that's not failing to you, okay? You are plowing through and you're just moving towards your purpose in this life. Because without a purpose, without any sort of passion, then who are we really? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you all so much. Subscribe if you have not. I put out a video every single morning. Hit that little notification bell to get a notification when a new video goes up, and I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. So have a great day. Peace out.